What's poppin', y'all? It's your girl Deja Nicole, aka Dede, and I'm back with another video. Before I get started, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I do post a new video. As y'all see by the title, we got another cooking video, another video edition it up with Day. Okay, so today's video we are doing a seafood boil. But not like a whole shebang seafood boil. We just doing a shrimp boil. So I got everything cut up. Got my shrimp right here, which I already separated because it's just me and my mom. We're just doing shrimp. So I got both of ours all separated in the bowl. Then we got some corn. Got some butter. I use unsalted butter just because I'm putting a bunch of seasonings in the butter that are already salty. So I do unsalted butter right here. Then I'm going to use a Zatarain's crab boil seasoning bag as well. Got some minced garlic. And I'm going to do some crab meat. This is some really, really good crab meat, but I'm going to put it in the boil as well just because I didn't feel like picking, you know, crab legs and cracking them and all that. So it tastes just the same. So I'm going to just put it in the sauce and let it cook in the sauce. And it's going to be really good. And then also got some potatoes, some little red potatoes. And then I got the secret seasoning that makes it so delicious also. Okay? So yes, this is a mixture of seasonings that I mixed up the day before, and it's all, you know, sat and marinating, got all together. I will put up what all that I put in here. I will put it on the screen right next to me over here, and I will put it down in the descriptions if you guys do want to try this seasoning on your guys' seafood. So what I'm going to show you guys next, I'm going to show you guys me cutting up the onions, the lemons, and the sausage. So that's what you guys are going to see next. So okay, so now that you guys have saw me cut up the onions and you guys saw me cut the lemon and the sausage, now we are going to get started in getting the whole shrimp boil together. As you guys see, the pot is ready. It is boiling and it is ready for everything to go in there. So now we're going to start putting stuff in the pot. We're going to boil it. And yeah, so simple, very quick, very easy. And I got some eggs on the stove as well. I just cook those separate because it's just better to cook the eggs separate. I don't ever cook it inside. I just cook them separate because really you're just dipping the eggs and stuff like that. So yeah, so let's get started. So we have moved over to the stove. So here's my pot of boiling water. Then I got the eggs going right now. But right now what I'm gonna do is put the Zatarain's little seafood crab boil in the pot. And we're gonna let that sit in there, let that get wet let the seasonings come, and you guys will know when it starts to really boil because the steam from the seasoning it's gonna get in the air, and then I'm gonna start coughing because it be so strong, y'all. So yeah, I'm gonna let that. You see how it's changing colors now? It was clear, but now it's starting to get a little bit darker. Yeah, that's what we like to see. So I will be back in a minute. Alright guys, so I'm back. So the water has gotten nice and boiled. Seasoning, you guys see the color of the water has changed. You see the seasoning really marinating the water. So now what I'm going to put in here first, the first two things I'm going to put in here is the potatoes, which they've been rinsed off, and I'm going to put the corn in here. So let's go ahead and drop the potatoes. The potatoes and the corn take the longest, so that's why I do those first. So let me open up this corn real quick. Alright guys, so I have gotten the corn out the package, so now I'm gonna drop the corn in there with the potatoes. So it's gonna be a little messy. If you ain't getting messy, you ain't really cooking. So yeah, so now I'm gonna let the potatoes and the corn sit in here, I'll say about 15 minutes for both. I always come and check the potatoes and poke it with a toothpick. Corn, I really eye the corn. The corn is pretty much done. It just needs to be really warmed up. That's really it. So I'm gonna let those sit in there for about 15 minutes and I will be back. Okay y'all, so my eggs just got done off the stove, so now I'm finna switch to my pan right here. It's getting all nice and hot. So in this pan, I am finna fix the sausage, as you guys can see. So let's go ahead and put just a little bit of oil in here. Just a little bit. It's about like a tablespoon of oil. And we're gonna saute these right on. So the sausage is all done. It's nicely brown. Got some pieces that like some little crispy parts on it. So now that the sausage is all done, I'm going to put it back in the same bowl that I just had it in. And then I'm going to get to making my sauce. And I think since I've been cooking the sausage, I think the potatoes and the corn are almost about done. So I'm going to put these back in the bowl. And then I'm going to check the corn and potatoes. So I'll be back. Alright y'all, so I'm back. So now we are going to check the corn and the potatoes right here in the pot. I have my little I don't even know what we can call this, a drain, hand drain, and then I have a toothpick right here to check the potatoes. I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna scoop some potatoes out. I think they might be done. The toothpick is sliding in there nicely, smoothly, so that's all I know. I don't want them to be too soft, but I don't want them to be too hard. And this is perfect just for me, so. And then I have these trays for me and my mom. I separate our stuff in a tray. So I'm gonna separate the potatoes and split them in half for the both of us. So now the corn and potatoes are done, so now it is time for the shrimp. So I will be back. Okay y'all, so I am back. So now I'm finna to add the shrimp. This is my mom's bowl, so I'm gonna do her shrimp first. I always go last and do my stuff. So we're gonna add the shrimp. So I'm gonna let this sit in here for like about, I'll say 5-10 minutes. I always like double check them and make sure, see if they're done. I usually know when they're done when it's like a C shape. That's how you know when shrimp is done, when it's a C. If it's not, that means it's not all the way done. So always go for a C shape in shrimp. That's how you know when it's done. So I'm gonna let these sit, cook, and then I will put her shrimp in her container, and then I will put mine in next. So I'll be back. All right, guys. So now I'm finna add my shrimp. My mom's shrimp is all done. So now I'm finna add mine. And now we're gonna let this sit for 5 to 10 minutes as well. Alright, y'all, so my shrimp is done. So now I'm going to get it out the pot, and I am finna put it in my tray. Alright, y'all, so now that I've gotten all the food boiled and I got them in their separate pans, now it's time to make the sauce. So now I'm gonna go in. The pan is nice and hot. I'm gonna go in with the onions. After I add the onions, I will start adding the unsalted butter. So I'll come back whenever the butter is all melted down. Alright, y'all, so the butter is all melted. So now I'm gonna go in and add like 2 to 3 tablespoons of minced garlic. So I went ahead and added the rest of this whole jar because that was about 3 tablespoons. So now I'm gonna mix in the minced garlic with the butter and the onions. Now I'm finna add the lemons. I know some people probably like, you're adding lemons in your sauce. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, the lemons just do something to the sauce. I don't know what it is. Instead of using like lemon juice, I like to use actual fresh lemons and put it in the sauce, but it just does something to it, and I don't know, but it just makes it good. So I add lemons to my sauce. So now we're gonna add the lemons. So now I have added the lemons. And usually whenever I do put the lemons in there, I always like start like stabbing the lemons and getting the juice in there. So I'll just go in and like kind of stab it. Just so that lemon juice can really get in there. It just gives it like a tangy type of flavor, but it's not bad. So I'm gonna let this simmer for a little bit and let that lemon, garlic, the onions and butter come together. And then we're gonna finish off this sauce and we'll be ready to plate everything. But I will be back. Okay, guys, so now I've let the lemon juice, well, the lemons and the minced garlic and everything simmer for a little bit. So now it's time to add the special seasoning right here. And I have a tablespoon. Usually I do 3 to 2 tablespoons on the seasoning. So for right now, I just added 2, and I'm gonna mix this all up. Get it all nice and mixed up. And see the color of the butter is starting to change because of the seasoning. So now I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna taste a little bit of it. That's good. I think I'm gonna add 1 more tablespoon. I added 2, so I'm gonna add 1 more. So I added 3 tablespoons of my seasonings that I made. And now I'm gonna just let this simmer and pretty much let this come together. And then we'll be ready to put the sauce onto the rest of the food. So I will be back. Alright guys, so the sauce is done. I just pulled it off the stove and brought it over here to the counter. And it's looking real good. Y'all see that? So now we have the first tray. And now I'm just gonna take some and I'm just gonna pick some up and just pour it over top. As you guys can see, I just finished the first tray, so I'm gonna get the other tray done and then I will show you guys the complete of the food. So I will be back. Alright guys, so now I have finished everything, finished the food. So now this is what the complete of everything. We got the sausage, the corn, the shrimp. I'm gonna give y'all like a little taste test. So what do I want to start with? I'm gonna start with a piece of sausage. That sausage is good, y'all. I'm gonna try a piece of shrimp. I'm gonna dip it in some of the sauce. I got some lemon wedges. That's good. That's good right there. I'm gonna try a potato for y'all. Get some of these onions. Nice, soft. Everything good. And I'm not just saying that because I'm tooting my own horn, but everything is busting. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And tag me down below if you guys end up making it my way. Or tag me on IG. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I do post a new video. And like I always tell y'all, I'll be back with more videos. Peace.